Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Cuban Bear, and today we are going to be learning how to solve our Pyraminx. I would say it's a 3x3 Pyraminx, but that's pretty inaccurate. But yeah, we're just going to be learning how to solve the Pyraminx. So yeah, let's get started. One thing that you want to learn when learning notation on the Pyraminx, basically what I have is this is U prime, L prime, R prime, and that's essentially what we use for this entire tutorial, just those three basic functions you just need to learn. And then there's of course doing the tips, but I don't really have a notation for that. There probably is one, I just don't know it. Sorry for not being that prepared for this tutorial. So that's essentially how you do that. Okay, so to learn the Pyraminx, we're basically to be breaking out in 3 steps. We're actually going to be solving it layer by layer. So if you just look at one face of the Pyraminx, you can see that we have a 1, 2, and 3. So our first step is going to be solving this bottom layer here at this layer at the bottom, and then we're going to focus on this middle one right here, and then after that we're going to focus on the last one at the end, which is pretty simple. You're just going to turn the little I call them tips, so you just do the tips. Let's go ahead and scramble this cube up. We're gonna go ahead and start out with the yellow side because the yellow side is kind of the best side for me. So the first step we want to do is we want to get these centers right here, the ones that are attached to the corners. You're gonna want to go ahead and grab the ones that have yellow connected to them and align them into the same side. So you can see right here that this has yellow and this one has yellow, so I will put them on the same side, but this side doesn't have a yellow, which means this is not the right side to have yellow. So let's see, I guess that can't go there. This one can go there, but that can't go there either, so we'll have to try another side. Okay, so that one made it. So when you're solving for your yellow side, you're gonna have to experiment which sides are able to have 3 of them at the same time, because only one side is the correct side. It's not like a 4x4 or 2x2 where you were able to have any color on any side, but this time there is a correct spot for each color, and this is the correct spot for it. So after that, you go ahead and turn the tips until they are yellow, because theoretically they are all going to be yellow. And so you have solved almost all of it, and now we're going to solve these last 3 edges right here. And so that you're going to want to hold your yellow side at the bottom now, like we did for a 3x3, and you're going to look for pieces like this that have yellow. So this is green and yellow. So to put it in, you would just put it in like a regular edge on a 3x3. You would do an R, U prime, and R prime, and that puts it in. So you just pretend that this is like a normal 3x3 edge, and by doing so you're able to put it in normally as you would put it in right there. Let's see some other sides. Okay, here's yellow and blue. You go ahead and align the yellow and blue side. You move the layer up, you move it that way, and then you move it down, and that essentially solves all of the corners. So let's say that you're looking for your last side and you see that you're looking for your yellow right here and they're switched. One easy way to take it out is to do an R, U, R prime, and that will essentially solve it right there. And then you would just do the normal thing, you would do an R, U, R prime to put it back in, and that solves the entire first layer. Next we're gonna go on to the second layer, and so to solve the second layer, there is a lot of pieces right here that need to be swapped and switched, and the best thing that I try to look for are headlights, and there are no headlights right here. So to make headlights, this is a very different algorithm as before. You're gonna do an R prime, L, wait, yeah, right. You're gonna do an R prime, L, R, L prime, R prime, L, R, L prime, and then once you see that the yellow sticker is facing you, you move it to the other way, this way. You insert it like this, like how you would before, R, U, R prime, and that essentially gives you headlights. In my situation, I got a skip, and then I would solve the tip like that. Unfortunately for us, we cannot have everything we want. The goal that you want to have sort of headlights is to have a sort of solved bar like this. So if you have a solved bar like this, you can align it to the color that it's supposed to, so red and blue go right there. And then you're left with these two spots that need to be swapped, and so you would do the algorithm again, R prime L, R L prime, R prime L, R L prime, and then that's going to put the skid guard right there. You put it in like how you normally would, and then you would have headlights on every single side. Once you have these headlights, you align them with your red piece right here. You align red with red. It can be anything else if you want, but just any side is fine that you do this algorithm in. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna move this. You're gonna go ahead, so what you do now is that you do an L prime, U, L, U, L prime, U, L, U. Doing that repeatedly 3 times fixes the entire side, and then you would just have to move the tip if it was unorganized, and to solve the tip you would just move it until all the colors match, and that's how to solve your Pyraminx. So we're gonna scramble it one more time, and I'm gonna do a fast breakthrough of everything that we went through just in case you were confused by anything, and let's do that. So as I said before, go ahead and look for your yellow side, and one trick that I have that you could use to solve for yellow side is you can look at the corners and the tips. You could see that this has yellow, this has yellow. So if these two have yellow, that means that this side has to have yellow. It doesn't, so you go to the opposite side and that one has yellow. You can align them all together, and then you'll know that when you move all the yellow pieces, they will all be there, and then you can just switch them again to align them, and then you found your yellow side. So once you find your yellow side, you insert the pieces like they were 3x3 corners. And once you make it to solving this side, you look for a bar piece like this, and you align it, and you go ahead and do the algorithm and insert it like a corner, and that is going to create headlights for you in this situation. And then you do a L prime U L, L U, L prime U L, and then you keep doing that until all the corners are solved, and you just solve the tip, and that essentially solves the entire Pyraminx itself. So yeah, I hope I was very helpful in being able to help you solve your Pyraminx. This is definitely a very fun puzzle for me to solve. I really enjoy solving it. And yeah, if you guys liked the video, go ahead and give it a like, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out, guys.